Spencer, it finished in a 2-2 draw here at Slough. Do you think we deserved that point?
Minimum we deserved, minimum. I thought, obviously, head and shoulders above our worst defensive performance last week, although, to be fair, we've had an admittance of two big key moments didn't go our way. But look, vast improvement on the performance. I thought the first 15 minutes we were quite superb. I thought we totally dominated, scored a goal, could have scored another 2. And then I'm afraid our old frailties come in, and suddenly you're looking around going, how on earth are we 2-1 down 20 minutes? The purists will love it. We played 4-4-2 first half, but we're still conceding goals, and it often doesn't really matter what system you're playing. And if you don't defend properly, and when you're in a little bit of a rut and a little bit of a doubting period in your performances, which we clearly are, especially having conceded 4 last week, you're standing around going, we're 2-1 down 20 minutes, and the rest of the half I thought was quite even. I thought Slough possibly edged it, but Jack Turner hasn't had a proper save to make. But make no bones about it, second half we changed the system. We started 4-3-3, and we, by head and shoulders, the better side, and we threw everything at them. Their keeper's made 2 or 3 great saves, and I've got to congratulate him. He's come from nowhere, as in nowhere that he's not been playing, and he's experienced lad, but obviously with the loss of with their goalkeeper not being available today, and he's made a great save at the end as well, and Turner's almost a bystander, and we thoroughly deserved the equaliser. We went absolutely gun-ho for the last 20 minutes. I thought the subs made the difference, and it was the minimum we deserved. But you've also got to remember with Slough, they're working really well for Scotty. They're always in the game, but I think we've dominated the first 15. We've pretty much by far been the better side in the whole of the second half, and there wasn't much in the last half an hour of the first half. So minimum we deserved. So, but still, harsh lessons. We changed the system. We go back to basics, which is sort of my go-to when things aren't going right, and people making mistakes, and we get done for a set piece. Very poor first goal, and second goal I think is an own goal, unfortunately. But these are things that go against you. But delighted for the fans. It's the first time I can actually say I'm leaving this place without getting a beating. So that at least has passed. And as I said, vast improvement to last week. Vast. But you can't concede soft goals, and we are struggling a little bit at the defence at the moment, and it doesn't matter who I put in there at the moment or what shape, we are conceding soft goals, but we're also scoring goals, and there we go.
And I thought the game seemed to be played 100 miles an hour. What did you make of the midfield battle?
As I said, I thought we started the first 15 minutes quite superbly. I mean, we were winning every first, second contact, scored a goal, could have scored another couple, and I think our system probably caught them on the cuff. But then obviously they score. The first time they get in our box, they score a soft free kick from us, and we don't switch on, and their biggest lad comes at the back post and scores, and it knocks the stuffing out of us. When your confidence away from home is not great, and there's no doubt, especially after last week's result, I said the performance, believe it or not, wasn't that terrible, and because we had plenty of attempts on goal, it knocked the stuffing out of you. So it was, these games, a lot of the players know each other. Obviously, when you've got Cooley and you've got obviously Jack Turner, and Salim's been here, and a lot of the players know each other, and we often go after the same players as well. So it does turn into a little bit of a derby. But as I said, I thought they had slightly the better part of the second half of the first half, but they didn't really create much. I said Turner's not made a save, and on shots and saves, we had by far the most of it during the game. But I'm delighted at least we got the point. And when you get that free kick leaving away at the end there, and you're just thinking, and I thought the referee, who I really rate, but it was a bit of a homer today, I have to say. I'd be interested to see if the ball goes out for their second goal. But we just didn't seem to get much out of him, and but that's what you expect when you go from away from home. And I'm delighted that we've ended the rot here. And I think the performance head and shoulders better than previously. We've played a back four a number of times this season. And but we're still conceding soft goals, so it doesn't matter what system you do. But a positive to come away with a very well earned point and a much better performance.
And of course, 2 goals for Michael Falevi. What will that do for his confidence?
Well, the Michael Falevi story is that if technology had been a little bit better and people had moved a little bit quicker, he had signed for Hemel yesterday. He was gone to Hemel. And looking back on it, fabulous. With 10 minutes to go, it didn't go through. So Falevi was going. He's no big secret, it's our highest paid player. We have to look at things what we're doing. We also had a lone striker coming in, and that turned up at 5-5 as well, so that didn't happen. And let's hope that's the turning point for him. He knows we know he's a quality player, but he's got to work a lot harder. He's got to be a team player, as he knows. But I'm delighted for him because he's a confidence player. But it's all well and good us being half decent on the front foot, but we also have to work very hard on the back foot. And money talks. And we had a deal that got done with Hemel, but obviously that deal I've just checked with the powers that be. That deal is clearly off, and we wanted him to start scoring goals and to work harder. And I thought he gave a good account. Connor Hall's been ill. So he struggled a little bit, but I thought he was still better today. He struggled a little bit. Ollie Robinson was ill as well. So all these things at the moment, they're all catching up. It's the same for everybody. But yeah, I'm delighted for Michael. He's about scoring goals, and we'll have to see what develops in the week. But as far as I'm concerned, I certainly now, we said to him, you're still with us. I called him. I said, "Where's your head? Do you want to play?" Because of the deal that was done, just the paperwork hadn't been sent in time, and he said, "I want to play." And I said, "Right, well, you're starting then. Come on, show us what you're all about." And it's not just what we can do at home. Away from home, you've got to work so hard. You've got to be so strong. And I thought he started the game superbly. He got his goal in the second half, and was a threat throughout. And that's what we want. That's what we want from Michael Fleavy. But we are loitering slap bang in the middle of the table. There have to be one or two changes. Every club's doing it. People bringing in players left, right, and centre. We have to look at budgets. I think we've got one game at home this whole month. We've now lost the Welling game in January. Where's the money coming from? We have to look at these things, and players have gone out. Adam Meckie's gone out on loan. There'll be another couple going out on loan. We're trying to get one in on loan. It's the way of when you've got a terrible run of fixtures, and it's tough. It is what it is. But I said, thrilled for the fans today. They must be sick of coming here with me and not getting a result. So thrilled for them. And I'm glad it all went off very well, which I thought was a bit over-exaggerated. I'm glad everyone behaved and enjoyed themselves, and we'll move on next week to Braintree at home at last. It should be good to get home.
And great to have Jack Ball back today as well. How big of a boost is that for you?
It was a boost, but you could see we struggled a little bit. And he's at fault for the first goal, and the second one's come off him and gone into the net. So I love Jack Ball. I made him captain today. I've got a number of captains, but as a group we need to stand up more. He's a fantastic lad, and perhaps... as said, at the moment, we're conceding a lot of goals. You can't get away from that. We are conceding a lot of goals. It doesn't matter whether we're 5 at the back, 4 at the back. As a team, we're conceding too many goals. So people have got to stand up and be counted. I thought CJ did a good job at right back, but was also had a specific choice thing to deal with one of their flair players, which had limited, reasonable success. So, he always puts a shift in, and Jordan's come back from a long layoff as well, and it's difficult. And it said no one can pretend that when you lose 4-0, our worst defeat of the season, that we've got to look at the defence and go, we've got to be better. And I was very angry with the 2 goals. I mean, they hardly got in our penalty area, and we're 2-1 down. It's still not good enough, but let's take all the positives. It's Christmas coming up. Let's get everybody down just before Christmas. And very tough game against a very good Braintree side who've won again today. They're really flying, very pacey. Got a lot of time for their management staff, so we need to get everybody at last back to ours and try and get 3 points next week.
Brilliant. Thanks, Spencer, and good luck for next week.
Thanks a lot, Dom.